Hey guys, welcome back to Your Champion Life with Ron Williams YouTube channel. Listen, I just had a thought that I wanted to run across you guys. I was talking to a really good friend of mine. He was asking me a few questions about fitness. He said, listen, we have to stay inside. I want to work out and I can't work out, at the gyms and that kind of thing. So what can I do at home? And I said, well, just tell me a little bit about your goals. I try not to pressure people, especially my friends, because I'm into fitness. I don't want to drive people away. So he was asking, he says, well, I want to do a couple of things. I want to build muscle, but I want to be lean at the same time. And, and I'm wondering if I should go out and ride my bike. And so what I said to him, I said, I just heard what you said, and you spoke of 3 systems that need to be used to do all 3 of the things that you wanted to do. You wanted to build muscle. So number 1, he wants to build. And then he says, I want to get leaner. Well, that's a different system. And so he says, I want to get lean. And then he says, I want to go out and ride my bike. And I asked him, I said, well, how long do you want to ride your bike? He says, when I ride, I put my headphones on and I just go. So I'm thinking he's riding for miles. So if that's the case, he's working a different system, and that is a fat burning system. So my next question to him, because when people start to talk, I see things. I don't hear the words they're saying as much as I see something. So whenever you say something to me, I visualize, and you'll notice a lot of times when I'm talking, I'll look up and I'm articulating, but I'm seeing what needs to be said. I actually see a picture, and I explain the picture that I see. So as he was talking, I began to see what he was asking me, and then I had to help him realize, you're asking me 3 different questions. You're asking me how to do 3 different things. So what do you really want? What is the outcome that you want for your body? And if you want to build muscle, you've got to realize that there's a different system. And once you use the muscle building system, you want to fuel that muscle building system. When you're building a system to make your body leaner, you want to fuel the body, and the reps, everything are different here. If you want to do aerobics, then you're doing fat burning. But you don't want to use all 3 at the same time. You could use 2 of those systems and try to get the best of 2 worlds, but it's hard to employ 3 systems and still maximize and get the body you want. You think about it. You look at your marathon runners. Okay, you have this marathon runner who is really thin and really skinny, but he loves his body because it's accomplishing what he set out to do. And then you look at sprinters, 200-meter dash, 400-meter dash. Those guys are lean, but they're employing a different system. Then you look at a power lifter, make huge muscles because of what they do. Now there's a way to fuel, to magnify, and to maximize what you're trying to do. So I'm going to give you an example. It really is, this is pretty powerful. If I'm trying to define my biceps, I'm not going to do 3 or 4 reps at a weight that's that heavy. I'm going to use a weight, if I want to define that muscle, I'm going to use a weight that I can do at least 12 to 15 reps, sometimes even up to 20 reps. If I want to build that muscle, I'm going to use less weight. Now, when I'm doing powerlifting movements, think about this. If I'm doing a powerlifting movement, I don't feel a burning sensation when I'm doing that particular rep. I go to muscle failure. When I'm lifting, it's I go down and I try to get, it won't move. But if I'm building lean muscle mass, I start to feel this burning sensation. Oh, my biceps are burning. It's time to stop. No, but I really have 3 or 4 more reps that I can push through. That's lactic acid. I never really feel lactic acid when I hit muscle failure when I'm using the muscle building system. And I want to show you what that looks like. Come on, let's go do it. Okay guys, just to explain it. One is we're using the aerobic system, which is first. If you're gonna use the aerobic system, aerobic means with air. Lots of air. So if you see me doing something like this, kind of effortless, you know, like you're jogging kind of slow and just continuous, you could do that all day, right? Same way with this, I could do this all day, I don't feel anything. But guess what? This is not gonna help me build muscle. This is not gonna help me get ripped. Did you know that? But it may, if I did that all day, it may help me get smaller and thinner. But now we're gonna use a different system. This is, if I wanna get leaner, I'm using a different system. Let me make sure that's not too heavy. So, now that as I continue, I can do this for at least 20 reps, but I'm going and I'm going. And when I stop, it's not because when it starts to burn, I don't necessarily have to stop. I have 4 or 5 more reps at least. Like there it started burning, I could have continued. But when you use, that's building more definition, that system. If I want to build that definition, I push through that burn that I was feeling, and I do the reps that I had already pre-planned to do, and I'm able to separate and still strengthen a little building of that muscle, but not much. I'm doing more definition. Now I want to build muscle. I change systems. I'm going a little heavier. The difference here is in building muscle, I'm using a system where I reach muscle failure in a way that I can't do another rep. It's not so much because it burns so much, it's I just can't lift it. When you see a power lifter, he does that one big lift. When he pulls that weight, he puts it down. If he tries it again, it just doesn't go up because he's reached his max. That's it. It's not because it's burning desperately. It's because he has no more. He's using a different system. So now you saw me use the system where it's lactic acid, more sugar. Now I'm going to use the phosphagen system, which is fueled mainly by phosphocreatine. That's the muscle building system. So I need that protein in my system so it creates the phosphocreatine. There are 3 amino acids that fuel this system, and what they do, it converts those amino acids into phosphocreatine, and that's converted into ATP, which is fuel. And that fuel is introduced to the mitochondria where it's used as energy. So here we go. Now we're a little heavier. You're going to see muscle failure here. Okay, those are 3 of the body sculpting systems that are used with the 3 energy systems, and together you can develop the results that you want. So I told my buddy, what you need to do is, first of all, find out what you want to accomplish with your body. What do you want to have happen to your body? If you want to ride the bike, then that's great. Let's do that for leisure. Let's not use that energy system to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Don't work out on the bike trying to build muscle. It's not going to happen. If you want to build the muscle, we've got to use the muscle building system and then fuel it with the proper energy. If you want to be leaner and develop the definition in the muscle, then you need to actually use the energy system that burns lactic acid, where you feel that burning sensation. And then use the cycling for leisure. And so now he can concoct a program that's going to help him get the results that he wants. Now back to you. I want you to stay safe. I want you to reach your goals. I also want you to make sure you're eating right, especially during this time where we're in, eating right, building your immune system, making sure you're staying away from all that sugar because it depletes your immune system. Don't worry. Be happy. That stress lowers the immune system. Listen, guys, I hope you like this video. If you do, I want you to subscribe below. Remember me, and God bless you. Till next time.
Boom.